Martin, thank you so much for joining us. First up, can you tell me about your first 100 days in office? What's that been like for you? How have you been dealing with the tough issues? For example, the bullet that was left in your car as sort of a form of intimidation from these extortion construction mafias.
Yeah, I think it's been very eye-opening. The big challenge for me was, as bad as we thought the departments were, when we got inside, it was 100 times worse.
And how have you been dealing with the construction mafia itself? It's been quite a prevalent issue in KZN, and it's slowed down a lot of production in terms of infrastructure and service delivery. How have you been dealing with that and the sort of escalation into violence?
I think they've created a culture of fear within the province. And it's far beyond construction now. The extortion of small businesses. There's areas in Durban where they come in and demand 3,000 rand a month, and businesses are closing down in suburbs like Umbilo. The water tanker mafia is now a major problem in a province where we suffer with water shortages and we're quite dependent on water tankers. And that's become a major problem. So it's created a culture of fear within the province, which is why I think it's important for people like myself and Minister McPherson and the Premier to stand up and say, but we won't be scared, we won't be intimidated, we will stand up. The economic cost of these extortionists on KwaZulu-Natal, I don't think we can actually calculate. It runs into the trillions of rands. There are big construction companies that say to us, we will not build in KwaZulu-Natal. It's too high a risk.
And can you give me your thoughts on the GNU and the efforts within the pact to sort of combat corruption and just deal with service delivery in KZN?
I'm a big fan of coalition governments. I think it's the best form of democratic government in the world. And I think, our national motto says that we have strength through our diversity. And I think that is the GPU's biggest strength. That we bring four parties with differing views. We talk about it robustly, but peacefully. No chairs are thrown, I can promise you that. And then we find a solution by bringing the strengths of these four parties, bringing the different ideologies of these four parties together. We talk about it and we find a solution. And I think that is our great strength. And that's definitely working. Same in the GNU. Of course, we keep a close eye on what's happening in the GNU, being a province of the country. And I think it's the same there, that, we should stop being afraid of differences. We should stop being afraid of diversity. But we should also remember that there's more that binds us together than keeps us apart.